96.3 OHM Radio. This is Tales from the Manor, presented to you by Enough Pie. Enough Pie is a nonprofit organization in Charleston's Upper Peninsula that uses creativity to connect and empower the community. Tales from the Manor features a conversation with residents of Joseph Floyd Manor with me, Jae Smith, and my co-host, Summer Anderson. Joseph Floyd Manor is a public housing high-rise in Charleston's Upper Peninsula filled with unique and wise elders who have incredible stories to share with the world. So we're here today to shine a little light on these neighbors and learn more about the people that came before us. So thank you so much for listening. And today I'd like to welcome our special guest, James Robinson. How are you today, James?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm doing well. So happy to have you in the studio.
It's nice being here.
Thank you, James.
Nice to meet you.
Happy to see your face.
Oh, yes.
My first question is, can you share where and when you were born and a little about the place where you grew up?
Well, I was up on the upper edge of Mount Pleasant, east of Cooper. Everybody called the Old Village. And when I discovered my age, the area that I was in, I was about 4 or 5 years old. And everybody had to be at their grandparents' house, and that's where I was living. And that's where everybody grew up there, in our granddaddy yard. And we used to be there until our real parents come and pick us up, take us home.
Right.
And they drop us off after they come from work. And I'd be there every day. And then after I got a little older, I used to work in the H&R sweet shop, flip burgers and whatever the case might be. And I moved from that spot and I went to Daffy's Unique in Mount Pleasant on King Street.
Okay.
It was in like a little nightclub. We used to have good times there also. And then from that spot, I used to work at the Trawler restaurant in Mount Pleasant also.
Okay.
Used to want working on the brawler line and then whatever. And then one day I met a couple of other people that own a restaurant in Mount Pleasant, the Gold Bug Room back in the days.
The Gold Bug Room.
Yeah, it was Sonny and Joanne.
Okay.
And they had a little restaurant also. And me and another guy named Jonathan Jenkins, well, we flipped when we want to work either mornings or night shift. And I'd rather work the nights anyway, so I gave him the breakfast line. I used to work at nights, do a little cooking from there. So that's what I like it over that area anyway, because then when I was coming up to make a little few dollars at the day, we had to go back at them shrimp dock, head the shrimps and whatever the case might be. Then my granddad used to work on the boat.
You did?
Then we used to go on the boat down the dock every Saturday, pick up seafood, take it down in the projects. Give everybody in the projects, fish or whatever. If you got 3, 4, 5 people living in the house, that's how much fish you get.
Yeah.
And you can't collect no money.
So to take it back to your childhood, what was like a day in the life of James when you were, say, 10 years old?
10, still hanging around my grandparents' house, because we had to be there like every Saturday to cut wood, because there was burning wood back in the days. And that's was our hangout spot, because we couldn't go too far. We couldn't go at the H&R sweet shop because you had to be a certain age to go in there. We go so far. When we go in the sweet shop, we just go in the candy area, and then by 8 o'clock we can't come inside. So that's me. And then we had another little store on King Street, we just called Esther Chicken Coop. That was a good little spot. We used to go get our little cookies and sodas and our little honey buns and cinnamon rolls back in the days. And then all of a sudden, that's the farthest we could go back in then at the age of 10. So
you had boundaries.
Oh, yeah.
And you knew where they were.
Oh, yeah.
And you had a little crew did you run around with?
Well, just only family.
Okay.
And then we had to be home at a certain time.
Right.
All right. Back in the days when our parents said the light, always look at the street light.
There you go.
That street light used to click at us first.
You better run.
And they make sure you be in calling range, because when they call your name, you had to be, all right, I'm right here. And they want you in the house back in them days.
Oh, yeah, that age-old rule. I think I grew up with that, too. You have to be, if the street lights on, you got to be in the house.
Got to be in that house.
Not in the yard,
no,
in the house, right before they come on.
Oh, yeah.
I think everybody kind of grew up with that rule, though.
Oh, yeah.
But I heard you talking about your experience in food and bev. That's a lot of experience.
I like doing that now. I do that at my house right now. Because when I'm a bachelor. When I cook for everybody in the building.
Yeah.
I cook. I don't mind cooking, and I don't mind baking. And right now I'm thinking about going back home, and I got some sweet potatoes, some biscuits. I'm going to thin the biscuit down a little bit and make a little pie and whatever I can make out of the sweet potato. Have a little snack tonight before I go to bed and some ice cream.
Yeah, I've definitely seen you around the building, just kind of feeding everybody. I know.
Yeah, I like doing that.
I know you fed me a couple of times. Every
Oh,
time
yeah.
you cook for a large group of people, you always bring me a plate, and I appreciate that a lot.
I like doing that. I like having crab cracks and whatever. Out there. So try that one day. But I got a friend of mine I want to talk to over here, Mount Pleasant. He got a grill that he done me. But I can ask him what it cost me to let him come over there and cook for us. I know he don't mind doing it.
Do it.
Yeah, if we can get it done.
Party time.
So
Oh,
has cooking always been a passion for you? Have you, like at a young age, did you always think, I just want to get in the kitchen and kind of whip stuff up?
Well, me and myself, I'm versatile. I can do cooking. I used to like working on cars. And then I like doing drywall work because I had an uncle in that trade. And I used to have to work for him. And I used to work for like a different bunch of companies, Father Drywall, Hennessy Drywall, Jones Drywall, Jefferson Drywall. That's was my uncle. And Jones was my family also. Yeah, he was right down here in Charleston also. And we did a lot of work for them too. And Father Drywall there was over there in Mount Pleasant. And I don't mind traveling, doing drywall work. And then one day, I was in North Carolina and I ran into a friend of mine. He was doing garden work and it was pouring down rain. And I was doing some sheetrock finishing and lightning, thunder, and whatever. And I saw when the lightning hit him.
You saw someone get hit by lightning?
Yeah.
How long had you known him?
Well, I just right now we just meet together for the first time today.
Right.
And we be together every day for about at least a month or so.
Okay.
I got to get to know you real well.
Right.
And this particular day, and I saw this happen, I told my man, tie the guy up on the ladder and come on down. By the time he got 2 steps down, right straight in his back.
You had a sense it was going to happen. Tell me what that looks like when someone gets hit by lightning.
Man, I mean, the first time when it did, it went straight through him. And, oh, man. And I just hit the floor because I didn't want to see anymore. And he hit the ground. When he hit the ground, that was it. He was on fire, really.
Really?
Yeah. That's really.
Could you see, does it spark when it hits a person?
No, what it did, it went through his back.
Went through his back?
Yeah, it went through his back.
Like a bullet?
Yeah. I said, wow, that tripped me out that day. I was 18.
You were 18?
I was in North Carolina.
Did you get out of the gutter business?
I was doing drywall work.
Oh, you were doing drywall.
So I decided to come on back home and do some old sheetrock work for myself and whoever else, because I couldn't take that one that day.
Yeah.
That really tripped me out, But it was a nice experience in the long run and bad and whatever, especially when you see a friend, pass like that.
And he passed away.
Yeah, instantly. So then that particular week, well, I couldn't go back on the job anyway, so I just decided to come on back home, and I told my boss, man, then I moved from Mount Pleasant and I went to Florence.
South Carolina?
Florence, South Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah, I was living up there I had a brother living up there in Florence.
Oh, you have a brother too?
Then he was, when I found him, he was already 20 years older than I am.
Okay.
And I went, while him and my sister was in the house talking, and I was doing construction work, and I saw some shingle on the roof. And I went and asked him, I said, you plan on putting that on your roof? He said, yeah. So while him and my sister was talking, I just went up on there, and I just started tearing the shingle off and putting it on. He said, what the hell are you doing? I said, trying to help you out, man, because I know it costs,
Right.
So I decided to finish put that on. Then he was like to cook on Saturdays. Mm-hmm. Flip a hog on the grill in a minute. We got a hog coming on the grill every Saturday.
What's that?
Well, what we do, we go to the slaughter pen to get the hog, and we come back about 105, 115 pounds.
Whoa.
And then we put it on the grill. And then he'll cook it, and then he'll take it to different places, like hospitals and whatever.
Amazing.
Yeah, sell it for $2.50 a sandwiches back then.
Did your grandparents cook a lot? Did you see your mother cook a lot?
Well, my granddad and my grandmama, they always sat at the stove. And if they cook something and you say you want it, you better eat what's in that plate. Mm-hmm. And if you decided you don't want no more, and you done ask for a second, you done eat the first plate, and you good to go now, and you decided your eye getting too long for your stomach.
Right.
And you go back and ask for a second.
Right.
You done eat part of that second, you don't finish, he ain't gonna throw that food away.
No way.
He gonna cover that up, put it in the refrigerator. Mm-hmm. The next morning, when you getting that grits and egg or whatever, You got the plate coming up.
Oh.
You got to eat that one. He didn't get for that one.
That's a rerun.
Yeah, that's rerun eating.
So you talked a little bit about you went back and forth between your grandparents' house and your mom.
Yeah.
But can you talk a little bit about when you first met your dad and what y'all's relationship was like?
Well, when I first met my dad, I was 11 years old back then. And everybody used to talk about, he looked just like your daddy. Well, y'all can tell me, but I never saw him. And they was telling me about the little spot he had in Ramos Point.
Right.
And I said, well, one of these days I decided to go and visit him, right? So one day, me and my first cousin went to visit him. He gave us a headache that day.
Was this when you were 11?
I was younger then, yeah. So I turned him back around. I didn't want to deal with him because I didn't get too close to him that day, right?
Yeah.
Then when I got 11 years old, he decided he had what you call a little club,
Like a little nightclub.
Yeah, a nightclub. So he wanted me to sell candy and stuff in the day, and then he can do his thing in the night.
Yeah.
And I said, well, let me think about it first, right? So then I had a load of knowledge. I said, well, you just trying to get me away from my mom's.
Right.
I said, no, you ain't doing that right, man, because you should have talked to her and let her know what's going on, because I just ain't going to go over there with that crap, because I know how my mom was.
Well, you don't want any trouble with your mama.
I know how my mom was.
Was she get after you?
What? She don't play around now. Hey, if she said she gonna do something to you, you better look out.
You
She
better
gonna get it done.
start running.
Right now, if I do something wrong, and she ain't gonna forget that day now. You say you gonna get your behind cut. That's it. You gonna get it cut.
Right.
Come home and you think you're gonna get it home and go to bed. She wake up till you get halfway sleeping, and all of a sudden that blanket ease back on. All of a sudden, boom! Whoa! Lord have mercy, calling everybody. I remember one day she decided. Back then I couldn't go in the sweet shop after 8, and I know my sister was in there somewhere, but they wouldn't let me in. So I go back home, tell my mom I didn't see her. I said, well, I tell you what, you better go back out there and you better find a way to get in there and get her out there. Because when you come home, both y'all gonna get it. Now the guy next door said, well, how you putting him in all that pressure? I can't go in the sweet shop. She knows she can go in there herself, but my mom going. That's going to be a headache all day right there anyway. So I said, well, I decided to do whatever I can do. Then my sister decided she could come out. By then my mama done had a plan. She go, oh, both of us gonna get whooping. So my sister got hers first. I was get ready to go, and I wait till I get mine. And then she knocked me and I hit the floor. I said, oh, time to get up. And I look around. My sister, she went back at my sister. I said, ease the lock off the door. Poof. Went on to my granddaddy house. That was it. I was 13 there, and I decided I ain't gonna get no more beating, man. I said, that ain't gonna work no more. And then she said, I'm gonna get you. I said, no. I said, that's it right now, man. I said, I'm tired. Then one day I was 16. And it wasn't enough to smoke a cigarette. You go out there and you buy your own little cigarette, but you gotta hide the cigarette. But it's hard to smoke.
Right.
And you go home, she gonna smelling the smoke scent on you. Oh man, it's gonna be some whooping here tonight. I don't care, so I don't have to go back out. So this guy, same guy with this little Earl. When I tell you about the other with the music.
Right.
He was in the military. Came out of the military. He supposed I got married. He decided, young lady already got married to somebody else. That really sent him up. And he turned out to start drinking a little wine. He's a good guy now. And that song, every time he played that song, boy, he hollered and he cries, man. I said, wow, look at that.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was a trip now. But my song, I was dealing with a young lady back in the days, and I came home from work. And went to the grandparents' house, because that's where she was staying at.
Okay.
And grandmama told me she ain't home. She wouldn't tell me where she was at. And by the time, you're looking from friend to friend to friend to friend, couldn't find her. So I heard the song, Have You Seen It? Yeah. And then all of a sudden, I found out she went to New York. Because I thought she was pregnant, right?
Oh, no.
But she stayed a minute. When I saw her again, it was back in 1982, 83. I was living on Columbus Street. She came up when she had a house, right? And she decided to ask me if I want to combine, with us. Nah. I said, no. I said, I don't want to, get into that. you know, because you've been gone a minute, right? And then all of a sudden, you know, I said, tell her, you've been gone a minute. So I decided, I said, well, you know, I ain't going to just bother with you no more because I've been looking for you for a long time, you know. And I see that got me thinking, you know, all kind of crazy stuff. And then I don't want to think the reverse. So just you go your way and I go mine. So
now, James, I want to hear part 2 of that story, but I want the audience to hear the song that you've chosen so they get a little backstory on it here. So for those of you who are just tuning in, I'm Jae Smith, along with my co-host Summer Anderson, and we're talking to James Robinson here today about his life and his many talents and trades. And we just want to play his song for you, and it's "Have You Seen Her" by the Shylights. And he's given us a really interesting story about what this song means to him and how it hit him. So we'll be right back. And this is OHM Radio, your nonprofit, non-commercial radio station.
I see her face everywhere I go, on the street and even at the picture show. Have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her? Oh, I hear her voice as the cold winds blow in the sweet music on my radio. Have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her?
And we're back. Thank you so much for tuning in to 96.3 FM Ohm Radio, your nonprofit, non-commercial, local radio station. We're broadcasting live from Workshop at 1503 King Street inside the Ohm Radio studio. I'm Summer Anderson, and along with my co-host, Jae Smith, and our guest, James Robinson. For those of you just joining us, we've been talking about James's song by the Shylights, Have You Seen Her? And my question is, as you move into part 2, when you saw this girl that you were in love with again, was that years later? And how did that make you feel?
Well, in the long run, you know, I haven't seen her so long, you know, and this idea, I just didn't know I'm going to let her just twist my head just to join back like the way we were, because I didn't know why she left at first. And she didn't get back with me. She didn't call me, didn't tell me, didn't write me or anything. So I figured I just let bygone be bygone. I just let it went on, you know. But that song, I was thinking, you know, I must have, so, you know, it was about, maybe 10, 15 years before I seen her again. It was a long time, you know. So that's too long, you know, to go back, turn back the hand of town like Tyrone Davis said. That's a little bit too long, you know.
Yeah.
Since you've gone through that period where you had a gap in that great love kind of thing, did that affect any of your future relationships?
No, it ain't bother me, you know, because I figure, you know, everybody do their little thing, you know,
right.
when they coming up in life, you know, sometimes you make the right mistake, sometimes you make the wrong mistake. Mm-hmm. And when you come up to a point where somebody don't really tell you what's going on, you know, just like walking down the street blindfolded. Mm-hmm. I mean, walking anything, you know.
Right.
And so that's what I did. I walked into something else, and I just start from scratch.
And was
But,
that time around better for you?
well, yeah, well, sometimes, you go up the bridge and
Right.
sometimes the car ran out of gas or you may need another spark plug in it. Things ain't working right. You hit back up, start all over again, Sometimes I just don't want to be bothered, sometimes.
Right. You like that bachelor life.
Yeah. Yeah, because you be free, you can do what you want to do. But see, that's why I put it to a limit, I still don't do nothing crazy, because I don't want to get out there and cause nobody no headaches, no harms. I don't want to hurt nobody. That's it. I don't want nobody to hurt me.
Right.
That's where you come up in life. I try to look up for you, and then all of a sudden we go through headaches. I just leave you alone for a minute, give you a chance to think what I did wrong, Where do I go from here, That's why most of these songs really comes about people, the things that they do in life, And then when they realize they got songs to come right behind you and tell you, if you listen to it, they'd answer your questions, Just like my song, my song make you think, Because I've been thinking a long time every day and we're looking through the window, pouring down rain.
Oh, wow.
Wonder where she at, I wonder if she gonna call me, write me a letter. Wonder if she gonna walk through that door any day, given day. Times went by and now I stopped looking, But I never forget the songs, because the songs always in your heart.
Right.
And that person's always there somewhere in that heart. Yes, she is there,
I love it when you're able to find music that contributes to what I like to call the soundtrack of your life kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I think that's a great pick for that phase. In your
because
life.
that's why most of these artists out here writing songs about certain people, and there's a song out there for everybody.
It is.
You'd be surprised. There's one out there for everybody. Everybody got a song. They done went through some things in that song right there to tell you, dang, I just went through that right there. That's my song right there. I like that. Make you feel better.
Yeah.
Than they having a bad day.
Right.
Because every day you wake up, you don't have a bad day now. You go in your bed, you wake up, you go to bed bad, and you wake up the same way. Something you're gonna have a problem sooner or later. You're gonna have a problem, and you don't want to have a problem. You don't make you think all kind of crazy stuff in life. When you're trying to think negative, that make you think negative all the time. Make you think negative about trying to get back to with a person, because you don't know how this person is. You're gonna be afraid to start your life all over again. You just gotta take a chance, take a time, and take a chance. Just don't rush into it. Just like the song said, just don't rush into these things. Just take your time.
Yeah. Music is definitely a healing agent. And,
Oh yeah.
I think that song healed that part of you where you looking for,
Oh yeah.
trying to find her,
Oh yeah.
and then you were able to move on. So that's a great process to see that people use music to heal the hard times in life.
Yeah. And I done seen people use water and all. You go out there by the ocean, they done fuss all day.
Yeah.
They go sit by the ocean and just look in the water.
And they find it. Yeah.
And they find they find the answer, and they go back home. They got to start back all over again.
Right. It's important to find what works for you.
Yeah, especially
when you
if you right down, you and I living together, and we got an argument going on, and I come back home, I don't know whether it's safe to come in the house. I take my hat, throw my hat in the house. That hat don't come back outside. That's when I'm good to go. That hat fly back outside. I may as well sit back out there and say, oof, I wonder what the hell going on, He done did something stupid,
Yeah.
You don't want to cause no headaches, when things is going good,
That's a good. I'm learning a lot today. I'm gonna go buy me a cap just for that reason.
Oh yeah, you make some money, man. Just throw your head in the house.
That's a good way.
Fly back outside.
You put the feelers out.
Oh yeah, you can't go back in there right now.
Now, James, I just want to ask you, you were talking about all the things that you do for different people and how you like to help the people around you and everything. How would you like to be remembered?
Well, right now, I guess everybody know me, but just the idea of somebody right now, they see me, they find out that I passed away, especially if they see a picture, because everybody know me once they see that picture. See, they may know my name right offhand, but if they see that picture, they say that was a good little fella. He's like having fun, Sometimes I may catch you off guard, I may see you mad, you ain't into it, I leave you alone. I come in later and I try to breeze with you. But if I see I can't deal with you, I'll leave you alone. But I know for a fact in my heart, anywhere I go, I like to have fun. I don't care. Yeah.
Well, I definitely think you'll be remembered as someone that like to have fun. I
Oh,
know
yeah.
you like to come into my office every day and make
Yeah,
sure I
yeah.
have at least a little bit of fun during
yeah.
my day, and I appreciate that.
Something cold to drink, you know. Hey, see, I try to look out.
He
yeah.
always looking out for me.
Oh, yeah. Something cold to drink. Gotta have that.
James, who is the kindest to you in your life?
Right now, my daughter,
Your daughter?
Yeah.
What's her name?
Latoya.
Oh.
Yeah, she all right. She give me a hard way to go sometimes, but she all right.
Well, that's what daughters do,
Yeah, oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah, she all right.
Do y'all spend a lot of time together?
Well, no, but mostly when we talk on the phone.
Talk on the phone.
But I got a friend of mine named Kenneth Brown. He was a policeman. And me and him was like two soldiers. Yeah, I can call him right now and tell him I need a ride to go somewhere. He coming. Yeah, that's my buddy now. He look up for me and I look up for him. That's
We
my
all need
friend.
friends, don't
Oh,
we?
yeah, that's my friend.
That's good. Well, you're a friend to a lot of people, I can tell.
Oh, yeah. We get along. Some people they may hate me today. I don't care. They'll be all right tomorrow.
Well, you can't please everyone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's better to learn that lesson
they'll-
early
they'll-
rather than late.
They'll be all right tomorrow. Once they think about it.
Tomorrow's a new day.
That's it. They just got to start all over again. You know?
Well, you made our day today. Thank you so much
Oh,
for
yeah.
being here.
Oh, yeah. Nice having me here.
You've been listening to Enough Pies, Tales from the Manor, a conversation with residents of the Joseph Floyd Manor with me and my co-host, Jae Smith. To learn more about Enough Pie, a nonprofit that uses creativity to connect and empower our community in Charleston's Upper Peninsula, please visit enoughpie.org. To learn more about Ohm Radio, please visit www.ohmradio96.3.org. Thank you so much. Hope you have a wonderful night.
Thank you, James, and we'll see you guys on the next episode.
Y'all have a good day.
Have you seen her? Have you seen her?